another day at the office. I am blessed, and I do know that. Warning, remote area ahead. Be stupid and you will die. Be stupid and you will die. Alright, all the signs say the roads are open. The Oodnadatta track, I mean, a lot of these roads and tracks out here, as long as they're dry, they're fine. A little bit of rain and they can turn deadly very quickly. So yeah, I'm going to, well, initially William Creek, then Oodnadatta, and then forward still onto a place called Marla, which comes out on the Stewart Highway. So yeah, as long as the road's dry, it'll be fine. William Creek 204, that's my, oh no, Oodnadatta 406, I'll get fuel there. I've never really quite understood what all this is about. This is called Plainhenge. It's actually marked on some maps. And I've been here, well, I've been here a couple of times, but I was here once and there was a whole bunch of protesters that sort of occupied the place. And the reason they were here is it's the closest place that they could harbour up and protest against uranium mining at Roxby Downs. I don't know how far Roxby Downs is from here, probably 100 kilometres or so. So this whole area here looked like Sunbury, that bloody pop festival. There was, yeah, combis and buses and tents and swags and kids running around barefoot. It's quite strange. No more bombs, that one says. Welcome to Finnis Springs Sculpture Park for Peace, dedicated to Rabona Country of Protection of Endemic Mound Springs. Water is life. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Anyway, we'll move on, eh? Now I can see some more infrastructure from the old Ghan Railway. You may not be able to make it out. When I get closer I'll take some footage. There's old railway sidings, there's water tanks. They're a strange robot looking man. Yeah, here's the turn off to Roxby Downs or Woomera, turn left here. As I said, I forget how far Roxby Downs is, just over 100 k's I think. Not that it matters, we're not going there, we're going straight ahead. We're at the southern extreme of Lake Eyre. We're actually 12 metres below sea level at the moment. Lake Eyre used to be an inland sea a gazillion years ago. Obviously the earth shifted or moved or broke up or whatever. I mean, when they have tropical rainstorm, when they have cyclones up in far north Queensland, depending on how much rainfall they get, the water can actually flow through what they call channel country, which is primarily out back Queensland. It makes its way here to Lake Eyre. Now, Lake Eyre used to have water in it once every 40 years. It's happened 3 times in the last 10 years that I'm aware of. So, yeah, I think climate change is a thing. Anyway, we'll pull over and have a look, eh? William Creek. Once again, this place only existed because of the Ghan Railway. They actually do provide scenic flights over Lake Eyre from here. They do that from Eyre as well. I've got enough fuel to see me through to Oodnadatta, so I'm not even going to stop. I'm going to keep sailing through. I've been here a number of times over the years, stayed here a couple of times. It's busy. Oodnadatta 203. What I'm going to do, good timing with the truck, he's slowing down to approach town. Far out, I think we must have crossed the Shire boundary, because the road immediately out of William Creek is absolutely shocking. There was a sign there painted on a bonnet that said good luck with the road, so that's disgraceful. Might have to pick up the speed a little and find the sweet spot. Crazy. I don't understand. And I'm a cycle tourist, and I don't get it. This is I think it's the Algebakina or something like that. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, it doesn't really matter. But clearly that used to be part of the original Ghan Railway network, and I'm pretty sure this bridge that got washed away one too many times, and they said, look, wake up to ourselves, and realign the whole Ghan Railway. Pretty impressive back in the day, I'm sure. What's this tell us? Right. Algebakina, I don't know. And to imagine that a structure like that being washed away, obviously the water level must have been such that, there was enough to do it more than once. Alright, let's keep moving. I don't know what the river is. Well, welcome to the Pink Roadhouse and Oodnadatta. There's not a lot here, like all the other places along this route, but actually I'm surprised at how well the shop is stocked. But I'm only here long enough to have a cup of coffee and a bite to eat, and then I'll keep moving. I'll get the Marla easy enough. Marla's, the Oodnadatta track stops at Marla, pops out on the Stewart Highway, but I'm making good time, so I'll get the Marla, refuel, and then probably head up the road to Kulgera and stop there for the night, I think. Alright, come with me and I'll take you for a tour of Oodnadatta. That's Rowan. He's just done the Simpson Desert crossing. It was, the crossing was closed. Oh, by the way, this is Oodnadatta. See what you've been missing all this time? There is a museum here somewhere, typically all about the Gan. Yeah, anyway, back to the Simpson. It's only just reopened because of the rains coming down through the Channel Country. It blocks off access to the Simpson Desert crossing as well, and it's only just reopened recently. So yeah, rain that happened 2 or 3 months ago impacts stuff down here even now. Alright, Oodnadatta to Marla open, boom. Marla 210, couple of hours. See you on the other side. You alright? You're good? Ball dust. If the sun is in a certain part of the sky, you can't see this stuff. If the sun's behind you, it all looks the same. That's when you can become unstuck. I hate this stuff. There's some more up here. Oh, that looks pretty firm underfoot on this side at least. Yeah. Well, that's the Oodnadatta track done and dusted. About 600 kilometres. That was a pretty quick transit. I'm glad that's over. Marla's not far from here. I'll call in there. I'll call in there maybe for a cup of coffee, we'll see. And then head north on the Stewart Highway on the blacktop for a couple of hours, which is not a bad way of finishing the day anyway. Make good time. Here's a trap for young players. I saw some dust there and I thought, well, that's my water bottle carrier. What's going on there? So I pulled the water bottle out, and because it's been bouncing around all the time, it's developed a couple of really tiny holes. So the tip for you young grasshoppers is put it in upside down and it shouldn't leak. Righto, this is actually the border crossing from South Australia into the Northern Territory. No fanfare. Kulgera's just up the road here. I'll be taking the Mulga Park Road heading west, which is a turn off just up here a bit, not far. So I'm actually going past that for about 20 kilometres to Kulgera, and I'll backtrack in the morning. Kulgera. It's pretty much just a pub with a campground. At least I'll have access to a shower and the like. Looks like the campground's pretty busy. It's about, I don't know, 20 past 5, sunsets at 6 PM, so it'll give me enough time to set up before last light. Kulgera, population 16. You'd want to get along with everybody, wouldn't you? I'm just going to take you for a quick guided tour of the pub. The generator you can hear, that supplies the power because we're pretty much off the grid here. The reason why this place is so busy is that the Stuart Highway is the only road really for any Victorian or South Australian heading north to escape the winter's cold, bearing in mind we're in the southern hemisphere of course, and people here go north for the winter, unlike the northern hemisphere where they go, yeah, you always hear them say going south for the winter, but yeah, this pub is fairly unique, like a lot of country pubs. There's enough clothing here to clothe a third world country. Why it's on the ceiling, I can't explain. But ladies, if you're looking for a bra, there's probably one on the ceiling that'll fit. Don't ask me. Alright, what's today? Today's... What is today? I think it's Wednesday. Which, yeah, that would be right, which means this is day 35. Yeah, day 35. About to leave Kulgera. I've got to backtrack 20 kilometres south to pick up the Mulga Park Road. It's no shorter in distance, but it's unsealed. It gets me off the blacktop, and that's the appeal for me. The blacktop Stuart Highway is the main arterial road going from Adelaide to Darwin, so it carries a lot of traffic, a lot of grey nomads looking to escape Australia's winter by heading north, and of course trucks and everything else. So I'll turn left here for 20 kilometres and then get on the Mulga Park Road, and that'll take me towards Eyre and Uluru, where I'll refuel and then continue heading west some more. Mulga Park Road. It's usually in good shape, although the last time I was here it was a bit damp underfoot, but half of Australia was damp underfoot. Pretty memorable trip, that one. Well, remember earlier I said sometimes the smartest thing is to go, remain on the road. Well, I don't see that I have a lot of options. So here we go. I've walked it. It's not up to my knees. I feel safer riding through it now while those blokes are there. If I get stuck, at least I've got somebody to give me a hand. Then again, they just might roll around the floor laughing, eh? Hang on a minute. Look out, matey. Good on you, buddy. Oh, it's a bit deep there. Oh, jeez. That scared the bejesus out of me. Now you could be mistaken to think that that's Uluru. It's not, it's Mount Connor. And a lot of tourists who go to Uluru, Ayers Rock, approach from the east, from Alice Springs. And the first thing they see is that, Mount Connor, and they think it is Uluru. It's certainly impressive, but not as impressive as Uluru, but it sticks out like a sore thumb, of course, in the landscape. And it is of, I guess, similar shape, so yeah, you could be mistaken thinking that is Uluru. Alright, this is Lassiter's Highway. It runs east-west, and this will take us into Yalara. I'll call in and get some fuel. Wouldn't mind $1 for every time I've been here, but it is still magnificent to see the rock. A real spectacle. Yeah, the last time I was here I had to fly out because this bike was broken. That's another story. So yeah, we'll get some fuel, might have a bite to eat. Then I've got about 4 hours of running time to get me to my destination, which is in Western Australia, a roadhouse called Warrakurna. I'll pull up there. Now that that's done, $3 a litre, but you know, I guess you've got to expect to pay those sort of prices. So, according to the GPS, it's 4 hours of travelling. From here I've got to transit through the Uluru National Park. You have to pay a fee normally to enter the park. Because I'm transiting through, just going to the border, they should just wave me through. We'll see how we go. I mean, I've got permits. You need permits to travel Great Central Road, and I've got both of the ones that I need. One for the Northern Territory side and one for the West Australian side. I should be on first name basis with the people at the toll booth because shit, I've been here often enough. see how we go. G'day mate, I'm just transiting through to the border.
Have you got your CRC parking permit?
My permits, yes. Good on you mate. Yes, I do have my permits. Thank you for asking. That is a spectacular sight. Border. You would have heard me say it before several times, but yeah, between here and Laverton it's about 1200 kilometres of mostly unsealed stuff, although they are sealing more and more of it each year. A couple of years ago we had a bridge washed out at Fitzroy Crossing, which is on the west coast, and trucks had to take an 8,000 kilometre detour to supply communities and towns on the other side of that bridge. They built the new bridge pretty quickly, but I think the government realised that it wouldn't take much to bring this nation to a standstill, so there might be more focus on sealing this sooner rather than later. Not this part, the rest. Anyway, sit back, buckle up, enjoy the flight.